to our vlog, and for today's video, we are going to show them around here in General Trias, Cavite. Hi naman kayo dyan!
Hi! Hanggang sa dulo ng mundo, hanggang maubos ang ubo, hanggang bumulong ang luha, hanggang mahulog ang tala.
So we have here Kenneth, our driver,
Hi guys!
and of course, Harvey, Yui, Magat, Antonio, Brian, and Samson. Aaron. Now, we are not here not only to have a road trip, actually, but also to have a historical research. Kasi General Trias, Cavite is a progressive city. Hindi man siya mas kasing modernized ng Dasmariñas, but ang General Trias kasi is binabalanse ang agriculture and modernization. Tama ba, Yui?
Yes! Tama.
Alright! General Trias ay isa sa pinakamalaking agrikultura sa probinsya ng Cavite. Mabilis na lumaki at yumabong ang kanilang ekonomiya dahil sa sumusunod tulad ng industrial expansion, infrastructure development at residential and commercial development. At patuloy pa itong yumayabong at lumalaki ngayon sa kasalukuyan.
Ayan. So, most of us did our research naman actually. So, ngayon, our first stop is San Francisco de Malabon Church. Let's go!
Go! Hey!
Go!
So, andito tayo ngayon sa Plaza Rizal sa harap ng San Francisco de Malabon Church. So, Magat, ano nga bang maibabahagi mo sa amin tungkol sa church na ito?
So, ito na nga. Ang church na to ay na-establish ng 1611 by Francisco de Assis. After they established this church ay tinurn over na to kay Jesuit ng 1624. Habang na-establish na nila ang church na to, si Don Maria Ursula ay ang tumulong or architect ng church na to para gawing church to mabuo nila. Like, nilagyan nila ng concrete at tema nito ay katulad sa mga Spanish. After ng pagkabuo ng church, mid-70s and 80s, maraming lindol ang sumira dito sa church na to. After ng 70 years almost ay ang church ay nasira at hindi na rebuild. Sa pagtutulong-tulong ng mga patron at ang mga dating pari nito ay nabuo muli ito at naibalik sa dating ganda ang church nito sa 1981. 1981, June 22 ay na-open ulit ang church nito at naging bukas sa public. So, ayun lang aking nalaman sa church na to. Tsaka located to sa Rizal Plaza Park.
And thank you, Magat.
The first church structure on the site was established by Franciscan missionaries in 1611, when the area was still a visita or sub-parish of what was then Cavite Viejo, na ngayon ay tinatawag ng Kawit. So yes, this church has been approximately 414 years old, which dictates kung ilang taon na rin ang lungsod ng General Trias. At tulad nga ng sabi ni Magat, back in June 22, 1991, the restored church was reconsecrated by Most Reverend Felix P. Perez, the then Bishop of Imus. And according to the official directory of the Diocese of Imus, the patron of the church ay si Saint Francis of Assisi, who was alive back in 1181 to 1226, and this feast day is celebrated on October 4. Now, Saint Francis is widely known for his radical embrace of poverty, simplicity, care for creation, and devotion to Christ. These themes resonate with the missionary ideals, especially the Franciscans, and often reflect how parish communities conceive their identity in the colonial and post-colonial Philippine context. Ang mga Franciscan missionaries who first evangelized the area naturally invoked their founder as patron to signify continuity, protectiveness, and ecclesiastical heritage. So pinili nila si Saint Francis of Assisi as patron as he is the founder of the Franciscan order. The church also played a part in the Philippine history during the Revolution. Banda Matanda, a local marching band, rehearsed the March of Filipina here on this site. This same march was later played during the proclamation of Philippine independence in Kawit, Cavite on June 12, 1898.
So ngayon naman, maglibot tayo sa Plaza Rizal. So actually, ang daming tao kahit na Sabado, Ngayon, Yuli, may tatanong ako sa'yo. So ano nga bang kabuoang population ngayon sa General Trias?
So hello everyone. I'll be sharing some information about the population of General Trias Cavite. According to 2023 census, ang lungsod may kabubuoang populasyon na 450,583 katao. However, based on more recent 2025 estimate, ang populasyon na ay lumaki sa humigit kumulang na 47,639 katao. Ito ay nagpapakita ng General Trias ay patuloy na lumalaki sa paglipas ng mga taon. At sumasalamin sa pag-unlad, ito ay pagtaas ng mga bilang ng mga residente.
Ayan. So kitang-kita naman ang pagkakaiba ngayon dito sa plaza kung saan sentro ng bayan ng General Trias. Dito sa Plaza Rizal, marami kang makikita. Tulad na lamang ng nasa aking kanan, ang pantayog ng mga bayani at magigiting na gentrysenyo. Dito rin makikita o mababasa ang buong kasaysayan ng lungsod ng General Trias. Dito naman sa bandang ito ay ang open field kung saan nagagamit sa marami pang mga events and sports events. At kapag wala namang mga event, ay napapakinabangan siya ng mga bata na mga gustong maglaro sa oras na ito. At dito rin makikita ang bantayog ni Dr. Jose Rizal, kung saan ipinangalan nga ang plazang ito mula kay Dr. Jose. Makikita naman natin ngayon sa harap ng Plaza Rizal ay ang Sarayba Ancestral House, which is a heritage house recognized by the National Historical Institute, kung saan itong ancestral house na to was owned by Ferrer, Gomez, Trias, and Sarayba family. So, si General Mariano Trias, yes, he has close ties to this ancestral house. What's more is that during the World War II, this functioned as a Japanese garrison and as well as a temporary school facility.
Ayun guys, good afternoon sa ating lahat. At pag-uusapan natin ang history dito sa General Trias, Cavite. At ang pag-uusapan natin ay ang Valenciana Festival. Kilala ang Valenciana Festival sa mga lutuin o kakanin na ginaganap dito sa Gentrysenyo. Ang Valenciana Festival dito sa General Trias, Cavite ay ginaganap tuwing Disyembre upang magbigay pugay sa mga ulamin. At dito sa plaza, ginaganap ang dalawang uri ng event. Ito ang cookies contest at ang street dance. Yun lang at maraming salamat.
At speaking of Valenciana, syempre titikman namin ito.
So ngayon guys, pupunta naman kami sa Mang Mike. Dahil doon may nagtitinda ng Valenciana, titikman namin ito. Dahil na yun ang mga paborito ng mga gentry sa inyo.
Valenciana is considered the culinary heartbeat of General Trias. It is a festive rice dish similar to paella na nanggaling sa Valencia region, hence the name. Is made with glutinous rice, chicken, pork, chorizo, vegetables, and spices.
Kain na, Valenciana.
General Trias embraced Valenciana so deeply na it became a staple here in our daily lives, especially sa mga celebration. It sold nearly every karinderya, snack house in town. Valenciana in Gentry is not about origin, it's about ownership through reinterpretation. As families in Gentry have passed down their own versions of the dish, embedding it into the city's culinary identity. Kaya naman isinisagawa ang Valenciana Festival to showcase the dish as a symbol of Gentry's cultural pride. Pagtapos namin kumain ay dinayo naman namin ang bantayog ng ama ng lungsod na ito.
Andito naman tayo ngayon sa General Trias Civic Center kung saan nakatayo ang bantayog ng General Mariano Trias.
Yes, si General Mariano Trias ay pinanganak sa bayan ng San Francisco de Malabon, which is why the city now bears his name. Si General Mariano Trias ay isa ring key figure sa Philippine Revolution. He served as the Vice President of the Revolutionary Government formed at the Tejeros Convention in 1897. Considered rin siya na isa sa pinaka-influential na leaders dito sa Southern Luzon, second only to Aguinaldo. He surrendered to American forces in San Francisco de Malabon on March 15, 1901, marking a significant moment in the transition from Spanish to American rule. Initially, hindi siya agad nag-surrender sa American forces tulad ng ibang leaders ng bansa. As the commanding general for Southern Luzon, ipinagpatuloy ni Trias na pangunahan ang guerrilla warfare laban sa American forces after the First Philippine Republic was dispersed in Central Luzon. But in a letter to his second-in-command, Miguel Balvar, Trias expressed his belief that it is difficult, if not possible, to attain our goal of independence by armed struggle. At sa parehong liham, Trias explained that he had chosen to pursue independence through lawful and peaceful means under the new American civil government, na willing siya to pursue more ventures para makamit ang independence ng mga Pilipino. At under American rule, General Mariano Trias became Cavite's first provincial governor in 1901. He later became a founder of the Nacionalista Party in Cavite and was honored by having his hometown San Francisco de Malabon renamed General Trias.
Ngunit bago nga ito maging General Trias, at ano nga ba ang mga dating naging pangalan nito?
Noong December 13, 1748, naitatag ang San Francisco de Malabon. Pinangalan mula kay San Francisco of Assisi, isang santong patron. Ang salitang Malabon ay maaaring nanggaling sa salitang Mayabong. Nilarawan ng Mayabong na pag-ismong ng mga ani. Umako naman tayo sa 1900s. Tinawag itong Malabon upang maiba ito mula sa Santa Cruz de Malabon na ngayon ay Tansa at Tejeros of Salinas na ngayon ay Rosario.
Then tumungo naman kami sa historical marker ni General Artemio Ricarte.
Dito po tayo ngayon sa bayan ng Gentry, kung saan matatagpuan si General Antonio Ricarte, a general who led the revolutionary forces in several battles in Cavite, Laguna, and also Batangas. Siya ay na-elect bilang isang kapitan general ng Republika ng Sandatahang Pilipinas sa Tejeros Convention noong March 22, 1897 at unang naging Chiefs of Staff of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. General Artemio joined the Katipunan and became a leader. He was called Vibora o Viper during at the time of Philippine Revolution because of its strategic brilliance and relentless fighting against American forces. Yun lamang po.
Nagtungo naman kami sa City Park upang mamahinga at mamasyal-masyal. At ngayon naman, nandito kami sa General Trias City Park.
Sarang
Actually, maraming makikita dito. It's good for joggers, sa mga bata, and sa mga senior citizens. This city park was built back in June 2021, which is under the leadership of former Mayor Oni Ferrer and Vice Mayor Moritz Sison. Now, the current leaders are Mayor Luis John Ferrer and Vice Mayor Jonas Labugen. Si Mayor Luis John Ferrer ay isang seasoned public servant with deep roots in Cavite politics. He is a former congressional representative of Cavite 6th District. Ang mga Ferrer had a long run in leading General Trias Cavite. Si Vice Mayor Labugen naman ay isang alagang Ferrer, isa sa maraming pinaaral ng pamilyang Ferrer. And fun fact, he earned a degree in Associate in Computer Technology sa National College of Science and Technology.
sandali lang. Huwag kang munang magsalita, duluwa hayaan.
Ngayon dumako naman kami sa Dairy Box kung saan matatagpuan ang pinagmamalaking dairy products ng General Trias. At the heart of Gentry's dairy success is the General Trias Dairy Racers Multipurpose Cooperative that was founded in 2005. Ang cooperative na to empowers local farmers by providing training, equipment, and access to markets. It's part of the One Town, One Product initiative which promotes unique local industries. This cooperative also produces a range of dairy products under the brand Gentry's Best. These include fresh Carabao milk, yogurt, ice cream, and many more. Makikita rin natin dito na binibenta nila ang mga handicrafts and artisanal goods na gawa ng mga PDL from the General Trias City Jail dormitories. Makikita rin natin dito ang other locally distributed products tulad ng Nora Benz Bagoong, Eden's Pastillas, and many more. They also have their own merchandise that are mostly handmade. At syempre, tinikman rin namin ang products nila. And no joke, napaka-creamy ng milk nila. Bago tayo magpatuloy, gusto ko rin namang i-mention yung mga historical site na hindi namin napuntahan physically. Tulad na lamang ng bahay na tinuluyan ni Andres Bonifacio ng isang gabi. Isa rin sa mga naging panauhin ng tahanang ito ay sina Emilio Ginaldo, Manuel Rojas, Quezon, Osmeña at Elpidio Quirino. So next naman ay ang tahanan ni Dr. Chris Pulo Ferrer at Julita Trias, built back in the 1920s. So yes, this is another Serraiba Trias ancestral house. But now it is a private house that is still maintained by their family. And underneath the residence is the Farmacio Serraiba, which was one of the very first pharmacies here in our country. Next is Diego Mojica Historical Marker, which is installed at his former residence in Malabon along Real Street. So yes, he is a lehitimong gentriseño. Siya ang kauna-unahang nagsali ng Mi Ultimo Adios ni Jose Rizal, which was a very powerful act during the Spanish leadership. Isa siya sa mga namuno sa pag-aalsa sa San Francisco de Malabon noong Agosto 31, 1896. After ng himagsikan, naging municipal president siya sa ilalim ng American leadership.
At hindi lamang ito maaari nyo puntahan dito sa Gentry. Maaari nyo rin puntahan ng Our Lady of Guadalupe Parish Church sa Barangay Habalera, People's Park sa Barangay Biklatan, Jeronimo Berenguer de los Reyes Museum sa loob ng Gateway Business Park sa Barangay Habalera, at marami pang iba.
So, ngayon, pauwi na kami actually. So, we had a little side tour here at Mega World Maple Grove Park. hindi siya zero. So, may natutunan ba kayo, guys?
Meow, 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 meow.
Pakita mo yung sunset, ang ganda ng sunset.
Ang ganda ng sunset dito.
I love General Trias. I love Dasmariñas, Cavite.
And malapit na siya actually sa sa Tanzano.
Yeah.
So, ano masasabi niyo sa General Trias?
Maganda. Maganda. Amazing. Dami chicks. Very amazing. Very. Yeah. Alright.
Wow.
Nakilala ko yung lolo-lolo-lolohan ko.
They love it daw. They love it. Unity history. So, bye-bye na guys! Bye!
Get out. Hi guys, welcome to my guys. Matagal na kitang inibig. Ay. Matagal akong naghihintay. Ngunit mayroon ka ng ibang minamahal. At kung kaya't ako'y di mo